Hi, thanks for jumping on Wealth Protector TV. I'm really excited to have my guest here, Richard Corey, who is a Vistage chair. And Vistage is, I gotta tell you, an incredible group, the world's largest CEO peer-to-peer advisory group. So, Richard, you and I were talking offline. This is a fascinating topic. Is you work with a lot of entrepreneurs, very successful business owners in your groups, and one of the issues that you talked about with me is this idea of these value propositions that are important to leaders of these companies. Fascinating to me. So let's chat about that. Tell me a little bit about that scenario.
Yes, so, the value that we bring to Vistage and that leaders get in the group is they get better decision-making capabilities. They don't feel isolated anymore, lonely at the top syndrome.
Right.
They want to grow personally and professionally, and they want to change management, and they don't want to make those decisions in a vacuum because it could very negatively impact their business. And when I meet new CEOs and I ask them, out of those 4 or 5, things, what's most important for them, and almost all of them say, getting relief from feeling isolated, being lonely at the top.
Really? Getting relief from feeling isolated.
Yes.
So is this leaders of big companies only, small companies, or does it matter?
Doesn't seem to matter from the people, the leaders that I've interviewed. It's at smaller companies. I have a member at $3 million a year. I've got a member at $90 million a year, and the feeling seems to be pretty universal. They have friends that they could hang out with, but if they bring up challenges to them, their friends are like, well, you're making a ton of money, and so life must be great.
Right. Yeah. The friend's not the right person to talk to.
No, definitely not. It's what the friends don't understand is maybe my business owners can buy pretty much what they want within
right.
a certain reason, but that doesn't mean they have a good quality of life.
Is the isolation thing? Is it a personal feeling lonely on a personal level, or is it within the business they feel like that there's nobody they can really lean on that's a trusted resource? So it's more of a business thing, or is it a combination of both?
It's a combination of both because a business leader's emotions is heavily tied into the business and how it does. It also is what puts a roof over their head.
Right.
So it's a very, very important part of their life and their personal life. So it's isolation at work and about work, and it's also isolation at home or in their personal life that they've got this organization over here that they're running, and they don't really seem to have anyone that understands what they're going through professionally,
right.
or on the personal side.
But even if they have trusted lieutenants at the company, executives, I mean, you ran a sizable company yourself, sold it, very successful. But in my mind, if you have trusted people at the company, those still aren't a good resource.
So those are very helpful in running the business. The challenge is you can't tell them everything.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The challenges you're having.
Right.
And even for the things that you can talk to them about, quite often those people in the organization have their own agenda within the organization.
Okay.
Whether they don't like someone else on the team, whether they have their own idea of where they think things should be going, and it would make their life easier. I mean, there's just a lot of agendas. It's hard to know where they're all coming from, but 99 times out of 100, they're going to have their own agenda on how they answer, so it's going to skew their answer.
It's a great point. Great point. I can see where getting together in your group with a group of peers,
yes,
where they're just independent, they don't have any really skin in the game of the company, so they can be honest and everything like that. I can imagine that really is a good resource to lean on.
It is. It's unbiased, and I'm only letting people in the group that not only want help, but want to be helpful.
Right.
So what we have is a group of unbiased leaders where, you know, one of their main goals is to help the people in their group succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really powerful. The chemistry in the group is amazing right now.
Interesting. Isolation at the top. It's a great topic. Excellent information as always. Thank you, Richard. Thanks everybody for jumping on, and stay tuned. We'll hope you come back for the next video on the hot topic. Thanks so much.